Hi guys, welcome to my first Q&A I've had here on my channel. Throughout the entire week I've asked you guys to send me questions through Twitter. Let's just hop right into it. So Millhouse wants to know, what's one quote you live by for everything? Okay, so I don't know where this quote came from because I tried looking for it and I thought Karl Lagerfeld said it. You guys are way smarter than I am, so you guys might be able to find it before I do. Whoever wrote it, whoever said it, it completely changed my perspective on everything. It's about fashion, so it's a little cheesy, but it goes something along the lines of, nothing good in fashion lies between high-end and low-end. It really resonated with me. It's like when you are visiting a new country or a new city, it's always the best experience to take the road less traveled because no one's going there, it's not developed. And if you can afford it, do baller ass style and get like a yacht somewhere or this huge cabana and just do it up big. When dining as well, it's like the best food is always like that dirty $1 taco or dirty cheap ass Thai place, or it's like the really elevated dining. And it's not elevated because, you know, it's bougie and pricey. It's elevated because these chefs have taken the time to create a beautiful environment for you to be in. You know, you don't get that at these middle range restaurants. How does it apply to relationships? Well, I find that my happiness comes best from the people around me, and the people around me are either cool acquaintances that like I see here and there and they add value to my life one way or another. And then I have the really high-end friends that I know would die for me and I would die for them. And everything between that is just fake. There's nothing with substance between that. Same with fashion. It's like you're shopping like dirty thrifted clothes or you're shopping really high-end clothes. Everything between is just trendy. And trendy is one click away from tact. I did not mean to make this first question a long way, I promise. They're not as long as this. Okay, so Z and actually a couple of other you have asked me, how can you be more confident? I feel like the key to confidence is just knowing that no one around you cares what's going on, and there's nothing more unsexy about being insecure. I might not be good enough, or I'm not interesting enough. It's something that is completely just in your own head. I think when people initially meet somebody, they don't expect a person to feel insecure about whatever it is, you know? Insecurity is all in your own head. It's not in anyone else's head. I think knowing that, you immediately kind of put yourself in a position where you're psyching yourself out, but you can also psych yourself out to not psych yourself out and just take ownership of who you are. I think you live one life, you are who you are forever, and you just gotta own it. You can only shop one brand / designer for the rest of your life. Who is it? I'd probably save up all my pretty pennies for Chanel. Jess wants to know, what is my favorite cocktail? I would have to say classic Negroni. How long have you been working to create your personal brand? I've been blogging for a long time now, but I haven't really started branding myself until maybe the past couple of years. I think it's always creating, and I think that everybody's creating their own image always. You want to get to the point where someone would point at something and say, that is so you know? What is next for that Chic, and where do I see myself in 5 years? Great question. I'm really trying to hone in and put all my resources into YouTube. I want to see that Chic be a place where it's a platform where girls can go on, find inspiration amongst myself, amongst each other, and hopefully down the line start my own line. It's something I've been really thinking about for the past couple of years. It's not something I really want to do until I felt like I had the foundation to do so. So hopefully within the next 5 years I can start something off of that Chic. Who knows? Okay, Bergamot asks, what is your favorite time of day? This. Right before dusk, late afternoon, especially in the summer. Alright, we're gonna go take a dip in the ocean now. I'm gonna try giving that board a whirl. How did you meet Anna Lee and Jessie? I don't know, Jessie, how did we meet?
I think, I want to say it was because of a photo shoot.
Oh yes! Oh yeah!
Yeah, and you were the talent and I was the photographer. We became friends, and then you met Anna, and then we all hung out. I had a mustache, like this.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find
Insert
those
photo
photos.
here.
Yeah. of Jesse the photographer and me with a ton of makeup on. Favorite piece of apartment in your furniture? Wait. Favorite piece of furniture in your apartment? That's easy. My rose quartz table. Right there. I found it on Craigslist for $200. Everyone compliments it when they come over. It's the best thing ever. I'll never get rid of it. What is it like to really live in LA? Well, one, you're driving a lot. Well, I feel like Weston would have the best perspective on this because he just got back from Japan. So what is it really like living in LA?
Moved to Japan.
I love living in LA. I think it has the perfect balance of everything you need, from the beach to the mountains to creativity to space to just awesome people. Granted, it is a lot of driving, but if you know how to drive, when to drive, where you're going, and how to organize your day, it's honestly not that bad.
I don't know how to answer it. I just got back from Japan and it's changed my whole perspective of things. Obviously, LA is really great, like Rachel said, because everything is at your fingertips. The only thing that I dislike about LA is that it's not efficient, and I think that our state needs to work on public transportation and different ways of thinking to get people from point A to point B.
Carly asked, did you go to college? If yes, where and what did you study? If no, do you regret it? I kind of want to save some of these questions for my career talk next week, but I will answer this one. I went to UCI, which is a university in California, and I have a bachelor's in economics. I would not have regretted not going to college because I absolutely do not use my degree at all. I kind of regret going to school because it was a lot of money and I'm not putting my degree to use. I think school is a place where you want to expand on your studies, not a place to spend money to explore what you want to do. My favorite place to work out is sweat class at One Down Dog. Kaho asks, the best country you've ever been to? I would have to say Vietnam because it is my home country and it was just really, really cool learning about a piece of me that I've never met. I also just think any foreigners visiting Vietnam would really, really appreciate the beauty of it and the food. It's amazing. Heba says, hello, that's Chic. Hello, Heba. When you shoot your videos, what setting do you use most? I love you so much. I love you too. I just use auto. It's just easier. On my DSLR, if I'm sitting down, I use manual. I don't really have a set setting. I just kind of tweak it until I like it. Okay, so Sarah asks, how can I find my own style of clothes, personality, and lifestyle? I find this to be a really hard question to answer. I want you guys to know that I'm 26. I'm probably a decade older than a lot of you guys that watch my channel. And at 16, I liked everything and I had no distinct voice, no distinct style, and I still to this day don't think I really have it nailed down. At the end of the day, who we all are is a combination of everyone else around us. What we watch, what we listen to, what we eat, how we behave, how we treat other people. All this is kind of indicative of your lifestyle. It's indicative of your personality. As far as clothing, this superficial way of portraying yourself, I mean, that's an experiment, you know? No one ever has to have one style locked down. I don't think that's quite as important as social media has presented us to feel or think. It's a hard question to answer. There's no answer to it. It's just living life and knowing that you will get better at what you do. You will, your taste will get better. You will have a more mature way of living, and all of that is perfectly fine and it's perfectly normal. Okay, I'm probably butchering the name. A-U-I? Oi? Hi Rachel, how do you stay motivated and focus creatively despite all the work-related stressors? Thank you, love you. I do get stressed despite my laissez-faire attitude. I do get stressed, and I think it's just really important to disconnect. Constantly we're always like bombarded by notifications, what people are doing, things, and it's nice to just not care for a second, and it gives you a fresh start and a fresh mind. So that helps me at least stay focused when I need to, is giving myself breaks. And what's ironic is I stay motivated by doing the opposite, which is getting really connected and seeing what else is out there and being inspired by what everyone else is doing and seeing how I could do my own spin on things. Disconnect and reconnecting is very important.